Hey there. I know it's been a minute. Now, hold up. I'm not going to tell you stories about whatever happened. But in the background, we had some things working together. And I think right now we are at a spot where we can show or we can shine. So with music, we have oncoming couple songs. For example, we have the newest song that's going to be dropping on, I think it's next week. Yeah, maybe. Huh. So we have a song that's dropping next week called Faith. And it's mostly about how we can trust no one these days. We um, we need some form of community, and that's what we're gonna be looking at. It's pretty cool, if you ask me. And then we'll be talking about mixing. We'll start from nothing. So just like when you get your first, say, FL Studio, Logic, or Ableton, whatever you have, and then we'll go from there. You produce music that are sonically not balanced, but still have what you need, and then we'll move on from there. That is actually the route we're gonna take, which is gonna be more hands-on. You can follow, and then you can feel the vibe, right? Because sometimes we try to over-engineer stuff when we don't know how to. And sometimes we just don't have the capacity to know how to, right? Because it's what we don't know that we don't know. So in this series, or over the lifetime of this YouTube channel, we're gonna go from being a total beginner up to where we can say, okay, I need this to be mastered by some other pro, or if you want to get to the mastering stage, you can definitely get there. With this, we're starting with the first song, which is called Faith. I think it's probably gonna come out in like a week. So with that, I want you to check it out, and then we'll go through how we went about the making process and then the mixing process. Because actually, there's no mixing process. We just went from the production, which is an example of how you would be if you wanted to do, if you wanted to produce from the start. If you knew nothing, you just put your instruments together, you do your arrangements and all that stuff. So it'd be arrangements and then straight to export, and you hear how it sounds, and we'll talk about potentially what we could have done. But as a beginner, remember we're working on the stage from beginner to maybe intermediate to pro, right? So as a beginner, we probably don't know anything about some fancy maybe sidechain processing or whatever. So we're releasing that song on the basis of being a beginner, and it's gonna be out on all platforms next week. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, looking forward to it. And yes, I'm not going away this time.